Hi first graders, welcome back for math today. Now today in math we're not doing a bunch of different things. We're going to focus on one skill, and this skill is listening well to a story and deciding whether you need to add or subtract, and then doing that carefully. Okay, so I'm going to tell what's called a growing story problem today. We're going to make up a fictitious story about Raphael painting this picture. Okay, I'm going to pretend he painted things and took things away, and you need to be listening and then adding things on as we go. So you will need a blank piece of paper, okay, and it's best to start by numbering number 1. Now we're going to have a 10-step problem, okay? So I'm going to show you on my whiteboard what this would look like, and then we'll get into the real deal, okay? So let's just pretend that I said step 1 was that the children of DMA numbered 55. So there are 55 children at school and 12 more came. So look what my step 1's going to be. It's going to be 55 plus 12. I need to stack it up as nicely as I can and then add starting in the ones. So 5 plus 2 is 7 and 5 plus 1 is 6. So my answer is 67. Now I'm going to go to step 2. Step 2 starts with my answer from number 1. So my answer is 67. And then I would say maybe 15 children got sick. That would be sad, but let's just say 15 children got sick and went home. So I'm subtracting 15 this time. Now I will say that 7 minus 5 is 2. And 6 minus 1 is 5. So now we have 52 children, okay? So then when I get to step 3, I'm gonna take the 52 with me. Does that make sense? So you're just gonna start your paper with number 1. That way you leave enough space for yourself. And then when we're done with 1, you go on to 2. And when we're done with 2, you go on to 3. Get the idea? Okay, so you're really gonna have to listen well. I'm not going to check in with you. You have to go all the way to the end, and if you get the right answer, awesome. And if you don't, I would challenge you to go back and try it one more time and see if you can figure out where your mistake was. Maybe it was in your listening, maybe you added when you should have subtracted, or subtracted when you should have added, or maybe you got a number dizzy. Okay? So really, really listen to this make-believe story about Raphael and the School of Athens. Okay, so here's what you need to do. On number 1, start with this. Raphael started with 20 philosophers in his picture. He added 12 more. So number 1 is 20 plus 12. Figure that out. And then take your answer and carry it to step 2. Now you're on number 2. So you start with your answer from number 1, and number 2 says this. Raphael was feeling good, so he added 7 more philosophers. So you're taking your answer from 1 and adding 7. Go ahead and figure that out. Carry that answer down to number 3. Now we're on number 3. Now, one morning, Raphael woke up quite grumpy. Okay. He took away 18 of his philosophers. 18 of them. Wiped them out. So take your number from 2 and take away 18 of them and get your new answer. Okay? Now I want you to carry that down to step 4. Now, Raphael had a great night's sleep. Raphael got to have great prayer time in the morning. He woke up and was ready to go. He crushed it and added on 43 more philosophers. So take your answer from number 3 and add 43 to that. Now you should have a larger number. When you're done with that, take that answer and move it to step 5. Here's what step 5 says. He had another good morning. Not as good as the one before, but still a good morning. The next day he added 25 more philosophers. Now I want you to take that answer on step 5 and move it to number 6. Okay, now Raphael had an apprentice. An apprentice was someone learning from him. That apprentice came in and made a mistake and painted over 19 of Raphael's guys. So you need to take away 19. So the number you had on number 5, you've brought down, and now you need to take 19 away from that. And you should have a new number, and I'm going to give you a clue. This number is a decade number. It's a number you get counting by tens. Okay, take that number and move it down to number 7. Here's number 7. Raphael was quite discouraged, but he came back and painted 6 more philosophers the next day. So now you need to add on 6. That one should be easy peasy. Take that number and move it to number 8. We're getting close to being done. Take that number. Now, the apprentice felt so bad about painting those 19 people. He came in and painted 19 to help out. So we need to add on 19 more. Now this one's going to involve carrying. So remember, you can't put 2 digits in the 1 house. You have to move the 10, carry the 1 to the 10's house, okay? Okay, take that answer. That one's a little trickier. And move it to number 9. Okay. Now, Raphael woke up quite discouraged, and he just painted over top of 31 of the philosophers. You're going to take that answer and move it to number 10, and this is where we'll see if you got it right. Okay, so you've got your answer on number 10. Here's what it says. Raphael decided that only some of the characters in his painting were worth saving. He got rid of 62 of them. Now you should have an answer. When you are ready, here we go, ready? And the answer is 2. And those 2 philosophers would be Plato and Aristotle, who've had the biggest lasting impression on all the eras after them. All right, if you got it right, awesome job. If you didn't get it right, I challenge you to go back and listen one more time and see if you can figure out where your mistake was and fix it. Okay? That's it for today. I will see you Monday. Have a great weekend. I love you. God bless you. Bye.